I want you guys to use your flip turns as a powerful tool to generate speed rather than a resting point. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is an advanced deep dive on flip turns. This tutorial will help you refine and perfect your flip turns. For swimmers just starting their journey, I will make a separate beginner's tutorial in an upcoming video. For now, let's jump into it. Let's start with your head position. You don't want to lift your head to look at the wall. This is one of the hardest things to master with flip turn refinement because our natural inclination is to look where we're going. For flip turns, if you lift your head to look at the wall, your hips will drop down, which is the opposite direction you want them to go. This creates a break in speed, and it also takes way more time to get your legs up and over and planted on the wall. To do this successfully, it takes time and practice. Use the tee at the bottom of the pool as your guide. Know your stroke count. For example, for me, I initiate my flip 2 strokes after I pass the tee. I tuck my head, whip my legs over, and trust they will land in the same place every single time. If this is your first time trying this, try glancing at the wall first through the top of your goggles without lifting your head. Use your eyes, not your neck. Then progress to tucking and trusting when you're ready. Pass the tee, hit your stroke count, tuck your head, and initiate your turn. It comes with time and trust. Now you have to focus on the right muscle activation. At this point, you've tucked your head to initiate the movement. Now you have to engage your core as hard as you can and drive your knees hard into your chest. You want your body to be as tiny as a tennis ball as it flips over. I know, that's impossible, but as small of a ball as you can get it. The last piece of the puzzle is to trust the speed. If you do these 3 steps correctly, you will carry a ton of speed into the wall. Which brings me to my next point. You don't want to anticipate going in the other direction. Too many times I see athletes that do the right steps. They tuck their head, they engage their core, they drive their knees hard into their chest, but they are stopping their momentum into the wall because they're already anticipating going in the opposite direction. You need to let yourself fly into the wall and then load up like you're loading up a spring, ready to explode back off. You can't carry your speed into the wall if you're already anticipating going the other way. Just let it rip. Let's not overcomplicate your arms. They have 2 key roles to play. Number 1, they stay close to your body to avoid creating drag and slowing your momentum. And number 2, they lock in your streamline before you push off the wall. I'll go into further depth on your arms in a future video. For now, let's move on to the second half of your flip turns. Your landing position and push off are next. Your landing position is huge. You want to land with your toes pointed straight up towards the sky and your feet hip-width distance apart. Your back should be parallel to the bottom of the pool. You are now in an active squat position preparing to rebound. Now, this part is key. You are landing in your squat as you're locking in your streamline. You are loading up the spring, getting ready to explode in the opposite direction. Only once your streamline position is locked in, you're ready to push off. In 3 steps, it's step 1, push. Step 2, squeeze everything tight. Step 3, rotate and kick. You push off as hard as you can to carry as much speed as you can into the next lap. If you've watched my swimming tutorials, you know I preach a relaxed foot position. Well, in your push off, it's the opposite. When you push off the wall, you actively point your toes and squeeze your legs as tight as you can so you can carry as much speed as you can into your underwaters. Remember, at this point, your body is facing up towards the sky because you haven't initiated your rotation yet. You start rotating to your stomach after you push off the wall. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see swimmers making. They initiate their rotation too early, even while they're flipping and in the air. If you do that, you're gonna lose all your speed, efficiency, and power coming off the wall. Now, let's talk about practicing your turns. I swam for the University of Florida for 4 years. During my time competing there, I had the opportunity to learn from some of the top coaches in the world. When I first got to college my freshman year, we weren't allowed to push off on our stomachs for any repeats. We had to push off on our backs. At first, I didn't understand it. It was different. Then I was taught that it was a brilliant opportunity to work on the second half of my flip turns on every single repeat. This training strategy reinforces pushing off the wall with your toes pointed up towards the sky, then rotating back to your stomach on every single repeat. It also just refines your rotation to the point where it becomes second nature. Let's do some quick math. During that time, we were swimming 6,000 to 8,000 yards per session. Let's say we had a 6K practice. That's 240 opportunities to work on turns. With this training strategy, regardless if you're doing 25s or 300s, you're always at least working on the second half of your turns. Next scenario. If you're doing 2,000 yard sessions 3 times a week, that's also 240 opportunities to work on your turns. I still push off on my back out of habit to this day whenever I swim. Sometimes the smallest details can make the biggest impacts. If you are enjoying this video so far, please like and subscribe to support my channel. I hope you enjoy the content as much as I enjoy creating it. Now, let's move on to some flip turns drills and progressions. Here is a flip turn drill progression that you can do to work on everything that we've reviewed in this video so far. The first drill is reaction flips. You'll need a partner on this one to yell go, or whistle, whatever you prefer. You'll lay flat in the water, then wait for the go to react and explode. This drill is great because it helps you work on your reaction and proper muscle engagement. Tuck your head, tighten your core, and drive your knees as hard as you can into your chest to flip around. Remember, try and make as small of a ball as possible. Make it explosive. This one is tough because you need to find the power within yourself because you're starting from a still position. You don't have any momentum. Try 4 rounds of 4 flips and rest as needed in between. Breathe as needed. Don't forget to breathe. The next progression I call speed acceleration flips. Now you can add in a few strokes before you flip. This drill takes place in the middle of the pool. Focus on the head tuck, engaging your core and driving your knees as hard as you can into your chest to whip up and over. Then, on this drill, see how fast you can get up to full speed going in the opposite direction. Try 4 rounds of 4 flips with 3 strokes in between each. Make sure you breathe as needed. Lastly, progress to full flag-to-flag flips. If you have the partner with you, have them yell go so you can also work on your reaction timing. The goal here is to carry all your speed into the wall, then explode back off in the opposite direction. Try as many as you want here. You could do 4 rounds, you could do 6 rounds. This one's up to you. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Remember, start all your repeats on your back and you're already halfway there. Use your turns as a powerful tool to generate speed rather than a resting point. I'll catch you guys in the next one.